Hello, this is Black Femme Beauty, and I am back doing an energy reading for Libra. Libra Sun placements. We're asking Spirit for messages for Libra business owners, entrepreneurs, and brand owners. Libra Sun, business owners, brand owners, and entrepreneurs. Libra. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Libra. Brand owners, business owners, and entrepreneurs. Libra. I'm hearing something about safety, but it's safety in terms of root chakra, foundations. You're trying to build. You're trying to build in spite of, I am hearing, hold on. Yeah, you're trying to build in spite of, I'm hearing naysayers. Child, you may want to check out Taurus reading. I posted that yesterday. I think that was the first one I did. Yeah, you're trying to build in spite of the haters. So we have the threshold. And we have 45 equating to a 9. And we have the village. This is community, and we have 41 equating to a 5, change. Well, immediately I'm hearing change your atmosphere, change your surroundings. Go outside your community. And I feel like it's a little bit confusing, right? Because you know, anytime you're building a business or doing anything, it's like, who is your demographic? Who are your customers? Who are your readers? Who are your, you know, like whatever you're doing, who are your, you know, and I feel like it's like, well, you have it in mind and then it doesn't work out with who you've intended, who you've envisioned to cater to, support, help. It gets kind of rocky. It gets kind of confusing. It gets kind of doubtful. Clarify this in the physical here. Wait a minute. What is this threshold here? You're at your limit. You're at your capacity for overgiving. The threshold with this 45 equating to a 9 completion. You're at your capacity. You're at your capacity. You're at your limit for overgiving. It's just causing leakages in your energy, and you need new community, new village, new space, new demographic. Like maybe some reformatting needs to be done. I feel like again, I think that came out in Taurus reading, so you may have Taurus placements here. Or you may have Taurus placements in your wealth houses, Libra. What is this in the physical here? Respect. First things first. Leadership, stability. With this Emperor, this Aries energy, that fire, right? So what I'm getting with this respect, and I was like, you're at your threshold for over giving. You may be having leakages in your energy. A lot of times when you do things free, or you give more, or you discount, people don't really value it. Like when I was doing certifications for Reiki and intuitive, you know, reading and intuitive energy healing. You know, my teachers told me, like, one specifically is like, you charge and you charge enough, you know, like, or she said, you charge a lot in terms of what it is you feel your worth is. Like, this that I do and other people, well, I ain't gonna speak for other people because I don't really know what they do, right? Even though they may say they read tarot, and it's not a diss, I just don't know what the motivation is, right? Where the gifts come from, if there are gifts or if they just learn how to read cards. But this that I do, the training, the gifts that God gave me, it requires energy. For example, if I'm channeling, like this video is for Libra Suns. If I'm channeling other placements, it requires more energy. And I feel the difference if I'm channeling for one placement versus I'm channeling for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 placements, right? So I'm saying that to say you're at your threshold or your capacity for giving, for offering and things of that nature, right? You put yourself out there. They know you exist. It's either they want it or they don't. And my thing is, and that's in terms of the demographic that you've been dealing with, the community that you've been dealing with. I feel like it's time for a new community, new space, maybe some new reformatting in terms of who your demographic is now. A new village, new project, inspiration, urge to create new opportunities. We got fire and fire. You got Aries energy here with this Emperor, and you got fire, Aries, Leo, Sag energy with this Ace of Wands. So it's time for you to switch it up. How to do that? What's in the middle? How to go from here to here? And like I said, this could be causing leakages in your energy. Depending on your birth chart and the placements. Sometimes it's like certain things in your 12th house, or like if you have like opposing energies or square or trine, like, don't quote me. But there are certain placements and there are certain aspects in your birth chart that cause you to leak energy, where it's like you can't do things for free. You can't do this, you can't do that, like, you know, you can't sell yourself short. So in the middle of this, we have financial loss, lack mindset, right? Burden, extra work, responsibility. It's like how to get here, right? So I'm just getting right now, your mindset is just like, okay, I get this is resonating here, right? I need to get into this leadership energy, this respecting of my craft and not giving so much, right? And I get that you say, well, I'll give to those who want to give to me. So it's like if you say, well, I like giving out new ideas, or not even new ideas, new projects, new creations, new recipes, right? So if you like doing that, or new services, give them to people who are already patronizing you. I never understood, like when I was in the spa industry, why like they would give heavy discounts to attract new people, because it's just like, I know I like a discount, but if I'm going for the discount, I was already interested anyway. This is just a more economical way. But I notice a lot of times, like, some people are just doing it for the discount. They're not trying to make it a part of their routine, their nurturing, their self-maintenance. So once we notice that, I'm like, well, why don't we give it to the clients that we have? Like, hey, if you bring somebody with you, you get a discount, they get a discount. Because if you're giving 60% off to a new person, you know, you could afford to give 30 and 30, or 40 and 20, however you want to do it, because you got your regular that's going to come anyway. So giving them discount, it's like, okay, cool, appreciate it. And then it's like, okay, well, girl, boy, if you come with me, you can get this off. You know, I already go there, so I'm vouching for them in the first place. Like, make it make sense. So I get it, right? But if you still want to do that, if that's something you like doing it, because I don't want you to get bitter about like, oh, okay, these people not like fucking with me and my business. You know what I mean? But with this mindset here, this lack mindset and this heavy work from you're already here and you need to get to this leadership, and I'm not going to say valuing yourself and what you do more, because I feel like you do value it. But in terms of getting reacquainted with the value of it, maybe you need to take a small break and get out of this mindset and get back into creative mode. And then, like, because there needs to be a clearing out of what you're not receiving, of the disappointments of what you've intended with this first village, this first demographic, in order to create a new. Because you don't want to 333 on the clock here. You don't want to go into this with the frustration of trying to bring in new opportunities, with the frustration and disappointment of what you originally intended, with the opportunities in the demographic not serving you. You want to clear that out first. And right now you may be in like, this is a lot of work, this is lack mindset or whatever, like I'm not going to get it, I'm not being shown. So give yourself some rest, a break. Woosah, maybe go to the spa, do some nurturing, some me time, and then get back to new projects, reformatting, creating or intending your work, your creativity for a new demographic. And then you come into the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles, which is the future, the bottom of the deck, abundance. So take your time. You will still be grieving what didn't work. Because say, for instance, like, you know, you said, well, I really wanted to create a space for women and girls. But, you know, the clients that I was getting were more masculine presenting, or men and things of that nature. So it's like, okay, well, maybe I need. So there will be some like, it's unfortunate that didn't work out. But you'll have those moments and honor those feelings. But get back to work. Get back to work on creating these new opportunities for yourself. All right, let's close this out in alignment with the highest good, Libra. Close this out in alignment with the highest good, Libra. Business owners, entrepreneurs, and brand owners. Purify and regenerate. We're talking about new opportunities, rebuilding, reformatting your demographic, and maybe even your website, your business. Like I said, check out the Taurus reading, because it keeps coming up, the energy, because I believe theirs was about reformatting or relocate, or no, that was Aquarius. That was Aquarius. But you may still resonate with Taurus, because theirs was kind of like, go through this old way to notice a pattern to create this new way. So check out Taurus and Aquarius. But I feel like there needs to be a cleaning, right? A purification, right? That's the Taurus energy, because they had to clear some stuff out to start anew, right? And then this regenerating, right? This reformatting is giving the Aquarius reading. So, but I feel like if you do this, you'll see the abundance. Thank you, Libra. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you would like and you see at the bottom of the deck, the future of this one is stabilized. We started off with safety, and you trying to create stability in the root chakra. Take your time, but you have work to do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, Libra. If you would like a personal reading, all the information you need will be listed below in the description box.